Hello everyone, it's Gallic from Noctua L Gaming. Welcome to my channel. Hope everything is going well today. It's time to make France free from France. We will free ourselves from the oppression of the French and spread our wings to show Europe there's a new power to contend with. With French enemies viewing us as a way to stick it to France, we will see their leaders as more seat warmers for our rulers. Now we will begin our rise and throw off the shackles of our overlord, and Europe will tremble of our might. If you like my work, please do subscribe. Now let's get to the gameplay. Here we are, we're playing as Orleans. Now, you may notice the time is about 3 years ahead because I already went and did a lot of the beginning stuff and got stuff set up and all whatnot. And yeah, I've failed miserably like 6 times before this one, so I made sure that I got things set up nicely for me to make it nice and easy this morning. But yeah, we're gonna try this. This is Iron Man mode. Let's see here. Simulate Paris. Oh, there we go. And yeah, man, this is a lot harder than the first time I did it because it was before France had their appanages. So that being said, we do have supporters for independence. I got all his rivals, so that's actually 3 of them here, and hopefully it'll be an easy time. But it's France and they're strong, so we'll find out. Let's go ahead and go over their ideas here. We have Orleans ideas, which gives us global trade power plus 10%, fort defense plus 20%, and at the end we get monarch diplomatic skill plus 1. You always gotta love plus 1 to their skill. Makes it so you can never have a 000 at least. Yearly prestige plus 1, morale of armies plus 10, and you may recruit female generals. You get tolerance of the true faith plus 2, production efficiency plus 10, construction cost minus 10, construction time minus 10. We got idea cost minus 10, and then we get diplomatic relations plus 1. I like these ideas. They're spread out amongst some good ones. You got a little morale here. You got a little fort defense, which is always nice. You got production efficiency, which is great. You got some construction costs and time, which is nice. Not the best, but hey, paired with the papacy stuff, you know, where it's another 10%, that makes your economy get a nice boost because you can build cheaper buildings. So there's nothing wrong with that ever. Diplomatic relations always good, and of course idea cost is glorious. We'll get that after our 3rd one, so everything after that's 10% cheaper, and then they get cheaper over time anyways. So because you know, you can get your golden age and stuff to help stack it. Maybe like innovative. I think innovative does it. Actually, I'm not sure which one does. No matter what, we still have a Herculean task. Hopefully with the 3 of these people I can break free. I've tried doing it with Burgundy and Castile and failed. I've tried doing it with Castile and Austria and failing. I lost Burgundy because he went all I want your land and became hostile, and I tried it with those 2 and it didn't work. It's just, oh man, it's frustrating. But this time, I tell you what, we're gonna do it. So we're going to go ahead and build the force limit here. And what's nice is because it's generic tree, we get all these claims all around here, which is really nice. So well, at least we got a claim on Paris. And yeah, we're going to declare independence. We're gonna bring everybody in here, and then we're gonna run away from this French army and pray it doesn't murder us, because it definitely would. So let's go ahead and get this started, shall we? Oh, there it is. Oh, the pain. All right, let's run away up to here because it is the shortest path. We got 18, 16, and to go down here takes 17. It takes, so I should be able to get away. So after this war, I'll see you in, hopefully we'll break free. The independence war with France is now over. We're going to go ahead and take Paris and these, no, I want that one. There we go. That one's just slightly less, very slightly, but I'll take it. We're going to release Gascon from there. I'm giving that to Burgundy and that to Aragon to make them happy enough where we keep them as allies. And then I have favors for Castile to trade, and we'll see if we keep them. I would like to keep everybody as allies, and that is the plan. So there we go. That's our independence war with France. We can finally seize. Our nobility has increased levies, so they're exempt. So we'll go ahead and seize. Nobles, why did you rise? You're exempt, you silly gooses. That's fine. We'll go ahead and take care of them. And yeah, we now have rivals we could do, which is going to be Burgundy, which we're gonna ignore. We're gonna see how Castile takes it. He is 30 with us. He might. I have seen them keep it, but not always. So we'll see what happens there. And it looks like, yeah, he doesn't hate us though. So we'll see if we can keep him. Maybe if we're lucky, we can get him as a PU, and that'll be fine. Even if I lose this half to Austria, I'd be okay with that because he's gonna be really tough to control. But our first war is now over. We can't go into any other war. Hopefully, like I said, these guys keep us safe. We'll core all this up. Actually, what we should do is make it just a little bit cheaper, and then we'll core it up. And yeah, we have some catching up to do. We did it though. So that being said, my goal for this campaign, which I should have said at the beginning, but my goal is to become the sisterhood. Basically, you become like battle priests. It's like the whole idea behind it. They become a theocracy, and yeah, and it turns all female. That's my goal. It's probably going to be a long campaign for me because the mean time for that to happen is after the Joan of Arc event. You have a mean time of 300 years or 300 months or something like that. It's really, really long. So there's probably going to be some things like there's little wars. I might start them and you may never see it. I will definitely catch you guys up on all of them, of course, later on. But yeah, that's how that's going to be. One of my next goals is definitely going to get the Pope here as an ally, because we do want him to like us. Now, we did get a lot of aggressive expansion with everybody, so our next war will probably be just with France again because of how much AE we got. So there is that. Well, so I will see you when something does happen. We might go to war with Provence for Anjou. We'll see. That could be a possibility too. But again, this is all French land, French culture group. So people tend to hate you for all this. And I mean, I took one of the biggest provinces in the game right now, and they don't like me for that either. It's time for our tier 2 government reform, and it's tough to say. I just fought some French rebels, and they are hard. Oh, fighting the French is just annoying. Let's go ahead. We could pick our privilege here. I'm probably going to be hurting for money more than manpower right now because we're really not going to be fighting, except I just lost, 4,000 troops to freaking rebels. But we're going to curtail the noble rebels here. An opportunity has arisen to attack Provence. He's at war with the Pope. So I'm going to come in and see if I can get Anjou from him. My AE is not going to like me, but that being said, I do want to try to take this. If anything, maybe I will take him as a vassal. Let's go ahead and recall that guy. There we go. And that way we can we get strong duchies and reconquest stuff, or ask the Pope back for his stuff here. The province war is now over. I'm gonna take Anjou. I was gonna vassalize him, but I don't want to fight France because France is fighting him now, and I don't want none of that yet. Our truce timer's got like 6 years left, so there's no point in doing it when I could do a reconquest and get things cheaper anyways. So we just won't core this. We'll sit on it, and when this gets eaten, we'll release them then. So that way we will still get that vassal. It's time to finally get our first idea here. I'm thinking of going diplomatic first and then into a military. because I still want to get Tech 7 before I go into military. It's usually how I do it. I used to do this first, but I always wait till after Tech 7, and by then I can already get a new idea. So we're gonna do diplomatic. We don't really use our diplo that much, so we do get one of the big reasons is we're so small. Just it'd be nice to have another advisor or two or diplomat running around. So yeah, that's one of the main reasons. I did pick up Castile as an alliance again. We did lose him. He did get Aragon as a PU, but he got it through the Trastamarian dying and not the event to bind their dynasty. So he's a little rowdy because of that. I think that's actually kind of nice. He may pull things together and keep him. If he doesn't keep him, that's always nice too, because we can go into Aragon and take some of this French land back. But yeah, not just waiting around to our next war with France. Our truce with France is up, so we're gonna go ahead and go to war. I'm gonna do it for Toulouse because Castile wants some of this land, but I'm not gonna call him in right away. I'm gonna kill this army, and then I'm gonna siege all this down right here, because this is the stuff that he does want. So we're gonna get this started, hopefully murder this Frenchie right here, and then we're gonna come down and take all this over real quick, and then that way we can then call in Castile. For our first age of discovery, we're obviously going to get justified wars because the AE over here is crazy in France, so that should help us out just a smidge. The Reconquest War with France is over. We're going to go ahead and just take all we can from him. We are returning all the cores to Gascony, including this one. It is controlled by him. So we'll get these two in the war as well. And then there we go. Nice and done. For our tier 3 government reform, we're going to go ahead and just do expanded royal court for the reforms progress growth, and also possible advisors is always nice. We can go ahead and pick up our second idea. It's definitely going to be military one, and I was debating between quality and offensive. I think I'm going to go quality first because we are going to be engaging with England at some point. And having stronger ships will be nice. While it's like no naval, this does still help us with boats and land. And having that 0.5 yearly army tradition would always be nice too. Getting this discipline here, and then we'll get this discipline later. So let's go ahead and get quality. It's time to declare war on England. We have the opportunity to. I finally got Burgundy in this, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to declare war for Calais. The conquest war for Calais is over against England. We're just gonna take money war reps this land. And there we go. Now, my next war is gonna be with Burgundy, but some events happened. I inherited Burgundy, which was awesome. The current HRE leader was Palatinate. They have 2 land, so we rolled them. We just got out of the war with England, so we're going to now declare war on Brittany, and we're going to annex this and then release him, and then we're going to come back for this stuff on the mainland from England next time our truce is up. If we get some boats and we could contest England, we'll do it, but for now, we're just going to go ahead and do a little cheeky war with Brittany here. The conquest of Brittany is over. We're gonna just fully annex him here. The only people that really care are England, Liege. That's no big deal. We have pretty strong alliances. We'll take that. I just noticed I have a chance to declare war on Provence. They only have Geneva. That's nothing. So here we go. Our conquest is over with Provence. Let's go ahead and just annex them. There we go. We can do our next government reform since we are pretty much going to become a militant arm of the Catholic faith. We're going to do lands for the church. We can now declare war on France. We are in the middle of the war with Tunis, but as you see, that's not going too bad for Castile. I was afraid because Tunis was allied to the Ottomans, but I guess the Ottomans just didn't care. And I was like, oh no, this is going to be bad. Turns out he didn't join, so whew, thank goodness. But let's go ahead and get this started. We're doing the Reconquest. We'll probably just take Dauphine for ourselves. And we'll just... a lot of this is expensive, so we'll see what we could take. we finally finished both our diplomatic and quality ideas, so we're going to pick up our diplomatic policy here for war exhaustion and diplomatic reputation, which is always nice to have Diplo rep. Our war with France is over. We're doing just getting our cores back and then taking Dauphine just in case Savoy gets a little bold and decides that he could take this. We're gonna just make sure he can't, and then we'll come back for these later because if I take all of them, it's just too much Diplo for it. So it's no big deal. We'll have a small truce timer. We don't need money or reps or anything like that. We can do our reconquest war on England now. We're gonna do it on Amor, and then we're going to take that and hopefully take this down here. We'll call it Castile. Hopefully he'll take care of Portugal. I might have to come down there and help him, but that's no big deal. Let's go ahead and get this started. Our reconquest for Brittany's cores are over. We're taking these two, Bordeaux, and down here are French lands. And then we're doing something cheeky. We don't need to have a fort for this island. So we're going to take it and invade Scotland so we can start invading England from the north here. And basically, we're going to reconquest for Scotland, right? And then we're also then going to invade over here into Sussex and the London area to get this trade node. So that is our future plans for England. It's time to bring war to France. This is going to be the last war we have against him, and we're going to fully annex him this time around. So let's go ahead and do this. The full annexation of France has now happened. We are totally void of the French. We are now the French. We could turn into the French by clicking this, but we don't want that. We are going to stay Orleans. I wish you could like say yes or no to that, but it's fine. Of course, that means we're going to be stuck with this basic trait. That's no big deal. And we're just gonna keep doing what we do. We do need to take out Bourbon here, but we'll do it eventually. Let our AE die down. He's not going nowhere, so we'll get him in due time. I was actually really hoping this event would happen because I want to become more powerful, and yeah, it did. The Duchess of Burgundy has died, so I love that horse. I'm sorry, I could kiss that horse. And there we go. We now have inherited all of Burgundy. Oh, that just like doubled us. That's amazing. We're probably like over our capacity here, but we'll figure this out. I just got radical reforms. One of my favorite things in the game. You only get it once per game as usual. You get 400 mana points for it. And basically, if you want to keep the advisors, you fire them. And if you don't, you just click this button, it'll get rid of both of them. And that works too. But it's awesome. We have our tier 5 government reform we could do. We're going to go ahead and do the French one, which is gives yearly army tradition minus 0.5%, regiment cost minus 5%, cavalry to infantry ratio plus 10%, and regiment drill loss minus 33%. So we're going to go ahead and pick that up. There we go. And then the one that's next to it, it's Gendarmes. You can only get that if you're French and you do a French mission for that. It's time to reconquest stuff back for Scotland here. We're going to also, depending on the war score, we'll probably land here. We might just take London. It depends how much AE we're going to get. So let's go ahead and declare war. I am going to call in Castile because he'll deal with Portugal, and that's nice. I'm tempted to take like a land down here in Portugal and come like claim Morocco for myself, but I probably won't do that. So let's go ahead and declare war. We can go ahead and pick up our new idea. We're gonna do administrative here. We're not like at our governing cap, but we're pretty high, and I do plan to expand more, but I do want to try to get out of Europe. So I'll figure out how to try to do that. I know there's a way. We'll figure it out. The reconquest for England is over. We're going to take their capital, which this isn't causing too much AE. That's fine. And we're just going to return all the stuff to Scotland. So I did something a little sneaky off camera. I took Crete. Now what happened was Venice got pulled into a war with the the Pope. I got pulled into war with Pope, and I was trying to hopefully get these from him, but he didn't give it to me, of course. That's surprise. But he did release Crete, so I just attacked him and took a stab hit. It was fine. So we're gonna now attack the Mamelukes, and yeah, that Jerusalem for us zealots is looking rather nice. So we're going to now invade the Mamelukes. This war for the Mamelukes is over. Our invasion is complete. We're gonna make sure to wall off the Ottomans from him right here, and that way he is not gonna get that event to be able to annex him all at once. And that is our plan. All right, everybody, something glorious happened. We can claim the throne of Spain. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to claim this throne, and we're immediately going to war. I will take a bit of a hit here. I'll take good relations, having royal marriage, don't matter. We're going to claim their throne. Yep, he's not going to like it. We're going to take his capital. Yeah, the only thing that we're getting effect on is just having a royal marriage, which is interesting. So yeah, we're definitely going to do this. We're going to take one stab hit, a little bit of exhaustion, and we're going to get him in 30 days. So I lied. I forgot I had to break my alliance. So we're going to lose 4 stability, but I think losing 4 stability is well worth getting a PU over Spain. He is colonizing right now, and that's fantastic. And then we can try to use his troops against the Ottomans a little later if we want to. So let's go ahead and get this started. We'll bring in the Commonwealth. That's going to help. And we'll declare this war. It finally happened. I am able to do this. And I don't even get that bad of a coalition. Actually, it's not even that bad. It's just Portugal gets added to what I have. I'll take it. So now we have ourselves a Spain for a PU. Now, hopefully, cross my fingers, my leader survives. That's what we gotta hope for. It's time to declare war on the Ottomans. We're doing this because one, we you know, it's the Ottomans. You gotta break them down. So we're gonna do that, and we're gonna go after Byzantium and Bulgaria, of course, and that's how we're gonna start the ball rolling. We don't need to fully occupy him this time. We just need to fight for his capital, take a couple land, and get enough war score and dip out. That's all we're after. So let's go ahead and start this. The war with the Ottomans is going to be over. Like I said, I'm just after a couple land because I don't want to have too long of a truce. I want to go war with them again so we can get Busy's cores back. So we're going to take a little bit of money too, just for what we did. And there we go. Now we're going to release Byzantium. As you see, his cores will only last until 1594. So I wanted to have a shorter timer. So that way when we declare war, the timer will get reset. So if I can't take it all, then we should be okay. I finished all my ideas here. Now we can go ahead and unlock more policies we want. I do want an extra diplomat. I will always take an extra diplomat. And then I'm going to get this reinforced speed and recover morale army. While it's not the best, it's something to have right now, and I can always replace it when I do get something different. For our next government reform, I'm going to go ahead and get royal decree for now because we will be reaching absolutism. And honestly, I'll probably forget to click it later. So we're just going to click it now. Even though it would be better to do this for the Diplo reputation and improved relations here. Just in case you want to like vassal people or, you know, just have your AE cool down quicker. It's time. We're going to bring the English trade node more and more under our control here. So we're going to declare war, of course, onto this England guy. And we're going to take the London area, what was it, Gloucester here. And then we're not going to take much else because I want to get religious ideas. He went Anglican, so we'll have religious wars after that. But I just do want to get this little bit of land. I have a mission for this, so that's one of the reasons why. We're going to go ahead and declare war. There we go. England's war is over. We're just going to take this stuff here, call it good, and we'll be back for him later. The truce is up with the Ottomans. We're going to go in and we're going to try to get Byzantium back. I'm pretty sure we'll be able to pull it off between what I have. I have a ton of manpower reserve, so we should be able to do this. We'll do it with the Commonwealth, the Pope, and yeah, we'll do this. Oh wow, he has Kilwa. Oof, that's annoying. So this is going to be a very long war. Our reconquest war with the Ottomans is over. We're going to take all of Bulgaria and, of course, all of Byzantium back here. So there we go. That is now done. We'll come back into our little Egypt area. Come all the way back over to here. And yeah, that's a great kick in the teeth to the Ottomans. We'll have to work on them. I'm actually very tempted to take over the Mamelukes here and turn them into a vassal. And then reconquer a bunch of their cores. That's probably what I'm going to end up doing. For first Age of Reformation ability, we're going to go ahead and pick up Religious Wars. I just unlocked my new idea. I'm going to go ahead and get religious ideas because let's face it, we're going to become religious zealots. We might as well do it now. So apparently, the game decided me to give a claim on the Commonwealth throne. So, that's an intriguing line of thought that we might have to, you know, put on. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm speechless. The game's being so nice to me right now. And I can make the Commonwealth my mortal enemy and then declare war on him for a casus belli and get even more power projection. Oh man, the game is being too nice. So it has come time to go ahead and get that PU over the Commonwealth. Now, this game has been extremely lucky for me. I'm not going to deny that. Getting Spain and now getting the Commonwealth, it's just too nice. Now I don't have to worry about bringing them in. They'll just always be in. So let's go ahead and do this. Yeah, we'll lose 3 stab. That's okay. We'll make it. So the unification war with the Commonwealth is over. We're gonna go ahead and do this now. Getting to 60, we have plenty of time to get him above it. My guy is young. He should be okay. So let's go ahead and end this. We will be at war with Russia now. That's not too big of a problem. We can deal with that. No, I did PU. Okay. So you are upset. That's fine. We'll start improving with him. We're not too far behind because he liked us before. So as soon as we join this war... Oh no, he's just at war with Sweden. Okay, he declared war on Sweden. That makes that a lot easier. We don't have to worry about that now. It's time. We're going to declare war on the Ottomans. They joined a coalition. Obviously, you can see that Hungary and Magdeburg did. That doesn't concern me. We'll have Hungary fully occupied fairly easily. I just need to get the Commonwealth under my control and he'll be able to help us. That's no big deal. I have some troops over here, so we'll get Constantinople right away and then we'll do a reconquest for the Mamelukes because I did vassalize them. So let's go ahead and get this started then. For our tier 7 reform, we're going to go ahead and do meritocratic here for recruitment. We do have some advisor cheaper stuff, so we might as well stack it. And that yearly corruption is always nice. I am trying to get rid of their stuff here so we can start getting absolutism because we will be playing into absolutism. So that's why I'm doing it. So the reconquest of Kudos with the Ottomans is over. We pretty much just siege the heck out of them. So we're going to call this done. We're going to take 190 ducats for funsies and get them out of this war. I wanted to be a part of the Religious League, but unfortunately, I was in the middle of the war with the Ottomans and did not notice that it fired, which is very unfortunate because, again, I did want to join it, but since the war is raging, I can't join it. I just finished religious, so we're going to go ahead and turn on missionary strength +1, and we're going to get this +10 siege ability, which is always so nice. And the morale damage isn't bad either. I'll take both of those for sure, especially over reinforced speed and recover armory morale speed. Those aren't terrible, but I prefer the siege, and I don't want to lose more military mana right now, so that's the only reason why I'm not having all of them run. We're declaring war on Denmark. I'm tired of his little Protestant Center of Reformation messing with my stuff. So we had a little bit of problems with that. I killed the Death Martian one. It was driving me crazy. Let's go ahead and start this. And we're gonna go ahead and take Sealand from them because I'm tired of it. The Danish heresy war is over. We're gonna go ahead and take all this from them. Boop, there we go. I would core it up, except I have no administrative, so we're just gonna eat it for a little while. I was a silly goose on the loose, and that's okay. It's that's what happens. But I did have a war with the Ottomans. I pretty much just kicked them out of the Balkans, and I released Serbia and Bosnia because I was like, I don't know, 184% overextended. So I'll just annex them after the Mamelukes. It's fine. So that's what we're gonna do. We'll probably keep continuing our wars with the Ottomans to kind of just get him out of Europe in general, because that's what I like to do, Europe being over here in Eastern Europe. So we'll definitely more likely do that. Since I wasn't a part of the League War, and it brought great sadness to Orleans, because heresy is just not the way to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to start our own League War and dismantle the HRE. So we're gonna go attack Brandenburg, bring in all the electors, and dismantle the HRE. Whew. My computer did not like that. Yeah, this is the war. It's basically you know, the League War all over again, but probably much worse because I'm in it. It's time to dismantle the HRE. This is one of my favorite buttons to press, and yeah, I went from 160k manpower to like, or 130 I think it was, down to 40. There's a slight bit of attrition, a little bit of fighting, but we can now, the end of the Holy Roman Empire. If it was Christian, I would have been fine with that, but it wasn't, so it had to be dismantled. So we're going to gain 100 prestige, and we're going to gain 25 power projection on top of it all. And all that excess went into monarch points, which is awesome. Now that this war is over, we are going to go through and change anybody that is not Christian, or yeah, not Protestant, or who is Protestant and Reformed into our religion. There we go. So I went ahead and did who I could force religion on over pretty much on this side. We have quite a ways to go, and that's fine. So we're going to go ahead and just white peace Brandenburg here, and then that way we're done with this war for now, because it was time to end it. So this is definitely going to be broken up into 2 episodes for sure. Hopefully I condense this one down to a reasonable time, under an hour. We'll see. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with Orleans. So while I have not made it to my goal yet, I'm not far from my goal. It's almost the age of absolutism, which is when it can happen. And we're like right there. I forget what triggers it. It's global trade. And we're coming up on that soon. I do believe it is currently the English trade node, not by much, but it is. So we got at least that going for us. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun just starting off as Orleans, becoming France, somehow getting ourselves the Commonwealth and Spain, which is so fantastic for this. My next goal in the next part of the campaign is to cleanse the heresy that is in Europe. I have a lot of work to do, and hopefully we get to become the theocracy then, and it'll be a little bit more on point for that. But for now, wherever you are, I hope that you're having a great morning, a great evening, or a great night. Bye.